What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Aura Expert, and today we got ourselves a little bit of an account review. Yes, sir, we're back at it. If you haven't peeped already, go check out the Gold Fart team. I discovered the fastest Gold Fart team out in today's age. But moving on, we're back on account reviews because I didn't summon for Liz, so I'm probably not going to upload any content on her. I don't think she's relevant. Do I think she's a skip? Yes. So that's pretty much my entire thoughts on the character as a whole. She's practically irrelevant. Anyways, we're on Bidoof Bit You account. Okay, a little bit of a Pokemon fan. I like it. I like it. We're on this account today, and going into it, you know, gotta keep it simple, gotta keep it cordial. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. He's been a player since the King of DN festival, so about 6, 7, 8 months, somewhere in that time frame. I don't remember exactly when King of DN dropped, but it's in that time frame, which is good. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. And you're already at level 124, so you've been playing the game a lot. That's good. And he's almost at Pity on the Tristan Festival, and he needs to know, based on his box, whether he should take Melly Ellie or Thor. Okay. And I need a good team to farm a Demon King, and a few teams for Demonic Beast. Maybe a few tips not to overpull and free to play. Okay, that's easy. Let me know. Okay, yeah. There's nothing crazy there. Okay, very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. Just a casually new-ish player that I started playing this year. And just wants a little bit of tips. Okay. So starting at King of the End Festival and you're 124 rank with 25 gems and 7 million gold. My guess is that your box CC is 7 mil. No. Yeah, my box is, it's 7 mil. That's my I can't speak. That's my guess. So let's go ahead and lock in. And if you want an account review, be sure to join the Discord. Link is in the description of every video. Once you join the Discord, give yourself your race role. That's first and foremost. You need a race role in order to even access the Discord, which is between the races that are in Grand Cross: humans, demons, giants, fairies, unknowns, and demons. Those are the races that are available to you. Choose one of them, and then you go to game roles and give yourself the account review list. If I see that you have an account review list but you don't have a race role, you're automatically gonna get skipped because you just didn't do the process correctly. And it's real simple stuff. So if you're just here for the account review, I ain't fucking with it. So let's go ahead and lock in. Let's see what we got going on here. Enough wasting of the times. 7 mil. 5? Okay. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with 5 mil. What I do see wrong already is having TA characters at 5 mil. Having TA at 5 mil is nutty work. I'm not gonna lie. You have 169 LR pendants or LR coins. You need to start LRing your characters, bruh. You need, you have the good ones, don't get me wrong. Liz, Brunhild, and Kusek are like the main 3 right now that you would need, but you still need the LR for CC purposes. I would say your next LR priority should be Deanne, like straight up, or even Hauser or Bond, because you know, gold farm baby. Anyways, that's not a bad start though. The TAs are unnecessary, unfortunately, but for the looks of things, you are like kinda in an overcap scenario. Then again though, LR characters exist. LR your characters, bruh. Alright, let's go all the way to the bottom. Let's see what we got going on here. Who we missing? Oh my god, yeah, you definitely started this year. So, anyone useful here? Bond, Valentine, Elaine. You don't have Lost Vein Melly. That makes sense. He has not been on a banner in a long time. You don't have the Gallons. You don't have Droll. You don't have the Chandler or Kusak. You don't have Loki, Engelhard. You don't have the new Liz. That's fine. No one does. And then that's pretty much, yeah. Eliotis and Thor, and then Escanor. So yeah, you don't have Eliotis, you don't have Thor. We can definitely work on that and see which one you should realistically choose between the two for your pity, because you have Tristan already. Okay, so now that we're down here, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see your equipment. At 5 mil, this makes perfect sense. It makes a lot of sense, actually. It makes too much sense, actually. So yeah, this, let's see here. Because you also want to see like your priorities for upgrading characters. One thing for sure, Red Sariel. Red Sariel is a priority character for your goddess team. He's like the only goddess support slot character in the game that's worth it. Especially if you're making the Tristan comp, you need Red Sariel. So that's 100% a mandatory unit you should be building. Valentine Deanne could be one of those as well, since she's going to be useful in Demon King. Other than that, no, not really. But again, we'll see what we got going on here. Tyr is also a really good one. Need to build him. Arthur is irrelevant. Sabunagas are relevant, but UR characters, they are expensive. I can understand why they're still level 1. But luckily for you, they suck. They don't have any use case. You're good. You're good. Anything else here? LR King is useful. So unfortunately, you will have to build him at some point if you want to do Endura. Camilla is useful. And then there you're starting into the smallest gear. Gother 85, you're throwing. You're throwing hard, my G. Because Gother is like one of the most stapled units in Demon King battle. You need Gother. So build this man like priority #1 type shit. Gother is such a staple. It's insane. My yellow on attack crit, that's fine, whatever. Random defense piece on Gila. I'm gonna assume it's just completely random, right? Yeah, random enough. Who cares? Nothing too crazy there. And then HP defense, yeah. Any outlandish gear? Demon King's not geared? Yikes. Probably need to get that one checked out too. Anything crazier? No, everything seems to be relatively straightforward. Attack crit, HP defense. Triple defense on Demon King. If he is 1-6, I'd recommend not triple defensing Demon King. But you're 2-6. Okay, you're good. And you bought cosmetics for him in some way, shape, or form. Oh yeah, you're a big boy. Oh no, you just bought the outfits. Never mind. So you bought them as a free-to-play. You bought these via gyms alone. I respect it. At 5 mil, that's a very stupid decision to do, but I respect it, I guess. If you were gonna buy cosmetics, at the very least, buy the headpieces, because that's gonna give you the most CC. There's no reason to buy these outfits. They give you defense, so if you don't know, right? Outfits are defense scaling cosmetics. Weapons are attack scaling cosmetics. And cosmetic is the HP scaling cosmetic, which is gonna give you the most CC. I don't know why you bought the outfits separately like this. That was a very dumb thing to do. But yeah, you can't take it back, right? You should have at least bought the weapons or the headpieces. Those would have been infinitely more useful for your team in your box. But hey, it is what it is. Can't take it back. And then triple defense is fine, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. Moving on here. We got HP lifesteal, HP defense, attack crit. Okay. Attack crit on Valenti. No. Please don't tell me you are. Please don't tell me you are. Oh my god, no. So that's a problem. That's a very, very bad problem. Reason this is a problem is because you do not want her on attack crit on Ratatoskr. You just don't. Like, sure, she does more damage with attack crit, but God almighty, she is ass on attack crit. Because she will then have the lowest amount of HP, like 163,000 HP is nothing. The squirrel can one-tap her on attack crit. The mandatory set for Valenti is HP defense or HP crit resistance. Which one's the 2-piece? Yeah, crit resistance. Is crit defense a 2-piece too? Oh yeah, crit defense is also 2-piece. So the mandatory set for her is HP crit resistance or HP crit defense or triple crit resistance. Those are the only 3 sets that matter. Never make her attack crit. So genuinely, I would recommend you giving this to a different Valenti. Like Green Valenti can work on attack crit. That's kind of her thing. She's a DPS type character. Even though she's outdated, it's still a thing that she can do. Give this to Green Valenti and then remake her gear. I'm gonna be so honest. Remake her gear as HP crit defense. You're gonna have so much more trouble with an attack crit set on Ratatoskr than if you were using a support build, which she is a support character. She's not an attack character. I don't know why you did this, but yeah, this is just not it, Chief. Look, 58,000 CC is terrible. What's her gear looking like? Okay, this makes sense. But still, 58,000 CC with UR gear is nutty work. Anyways, yeah, just that's the only thing that's really bothering me so far. That Valenti needs to be changed immediately. Everything else is pretty straightforward though. But I guess Sung Jin Woo could have been HP defense, but it's too late. Who cares? Let's go ahead and go to your karma class here. Let's sort bot karma class and see what I'm looking at. 69k, 72k. Okay. Tristan and Kusaki are your highest CC characters, which technically means you should be running demons instead of goddesses in any scenario for Tristan. But that's fine, whatever. You can do both. Ungeared isn't that much of a problem, right? All right, let's just go ahead and skim through the little bit of gear you got here. HP defense. Yep, it's good, but the mismatched gear pieces are kind of gonna fuck you over. But you don't have another gear set for Kusak, so this is fixable. Attack crit, yep. Oh my god, what did you, why would you do this? Substats, I guess, but like even still, that's terrible, because look at this. People don't understand how gear works, and it's so apparent to me. Like, what you're doing with the right side being our gear is like OG 2021 Grand Cross or Guild Wars levels of quote-unquote min-maxing. No, my G, you're not min-maxing. You see this CC right there? 59.8 thousand CC with R gear. You want to know something funny? Want to know something hilariously funny? Even if you roll this to 100%, even if you roll this attack crit or attack substat to 15%, your CC is still going to be lower than just an SSR piece. You know that, right? I hope you do, because it will be. Just make the SSR gear. Don't waste your gold on this dumbass shit right here. It's not gonna help you in any long-term scenario. It's just not. Like, bruh, like 59,000 CC, and then she has 65,000 CC with the worst side of the gear being UR. Like, you're missing the most important UR piece, which is the bottom left, which is the biggest CC increase, and she still has more CC than Merlin, who has the UR piece. Come on now. And then, like, we can keep going here. Okay, that's just terrible gear. That's just terrible gear. 72k with a proper UR. Good job. Like, he has more UR than her, or H fucking CC than her. A triple defense. You know how crazy that is? Because Merlin is not a slacker. The LR characters are not slackers. They have good CC, except for the trio of dumbasses. Other than that, bro, Merlin, Brunhild, all of them, they have good CC. They can cap out at like in this in the 70s, the low 70s. Don't do that shit again, please. But yeah, looking through, like, brother, your Mayo has more CC, and he doesn't have UR gear, and his substats are decent. Actually, they're pretty solid, except for the defense ones. So it could have been worse. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Could have been way better, but it could have been worse. Whew. Yeah, that's abysmal. Okay, that's fine. Your characters aren't that much of a detriment, though. I've seen worse, I've seen better, but they are decent. So let's talk about O levels. Let's see what you're cooking up here. All right, 4.6, 3.6. Yeah, you have her 4.6 too, bro. Yeah, okay. 6.6 Jin Woo and 5.6 Cha is crazy work. I'm not gonna lie, that is nutty. Why do you have these characters that much? Oh, how lucky did you get, or are you actually like a spender of sorts? Okay, you do buy stuff. Okay, that's cool. And then I see that it gets like that currency, so you're like French, German, or French. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you're definitely some sort of budget spender, for sure. So yeah, 6.6 Woo is crazy work. Do you have his cosmetics and stuff? Wait. Do you have all his cosmetics? No, you don't. Oh, you fucked up. If you're gonna 6.6 Jin Woo, you at least gotta get his cosmetics, bro. That's a L move. That sucks. That sucks. You have a coin for Liz, okay? Use it. I'm gonna use it for you because in no scenario should you ever save coins. If they're 6.6, go for it. Save the coins all you want. But if you can use the coin, use the coin. It's a CC increase in any scenario. There is no, what the fuck? Brother, there is not a single reason on earth you should be saving SSR coins on characters that aren't 6.6. There's no reason whatsoever. I don't care how much of a whale you are, how much of a non-whale you are, how much of a free-to-play you are, how much of a but I don't care. There is no reason on God's green earth where Grand Cross players should be saving SSR characters for characters that are not 6.6. Period. It doesn't matter what it is. You're wasting time not getting your CC. Especially on characters like Freyr and Esterosa and Thonar. All three of these characters are useful. Very useful. Why are we saving copies? What the fuck are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Nigga. You have Dogedo copies? Are you fucking kidding me right now? You have Dogedo copies. You only have one gold coin. What are we doing? What are we doing? This isn't even the first time I've seen an abundant amount of coins. Why are we saving coins in 2025? Are we slow? We gotta be slow. Use your fucking coins, bro. You have a Light Liz copy, a Hell copy. You have a tier in Light. Nigga, you gotta be retarded. I'm sorry. This is stupid. This is actually stupid. Is your entire box just not? Nah. No, this is unacceptable. This is purely unacceptable. Use your fucking copies. What are you doing? This is just gonna piss me off, actually. Like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna sit here and do this all for you, obviously. Or I could, you know, bulk upgrade and use all your coins for old. You have 58 heroes, my nigga. 58 heroes? I'm doing it. I don't care what you say, I'm doing it. Because there is no reason in 3 coins, 2 coins. Before I even do it, I need to know. Now I gotta skip around a little bit. What the fuck are you using your coins for? Because I promise you, you're not using them. 175, 188, 30, 34, and you none of them are 6.6. Yeah, you're stupid. No, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. At the very least, my nigga. Wait, like oh my god, no one. You don't use your coins at all. Nah, bro. No, bro. This is not the play. at the bare minimum, use 6 of these coins to buy 2 festival characters that you do not own. At the least. Because yes, you have them. So you don't technically need the dupes because you still have characters in Coin Shop that you don't have. So this is the one scenario where I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. You're gonna need to get these characters for CC purposes. Because the point is, more characters is a better CC increase than fully built out 1 unit. Okay? So right now, I'm gonna do this for you. None of these characters are useful in 2025. No. But they are CC increases. For instance, Margaret, she has an LR. I'm gonna get Margaret for you. I don't know what the fuck you're saving these for. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't. Get Margaret. And then you got one more character you can pull from these pit. Lost Vein Melly or Purg Melly for sure, because they haven't been on a banner in a long time. Purgatory Melly as well, or Purgatory Mon. But one of the Mellys for sure, because they have the best CC out of the group. So I'm probably gonna tell you to get Purgatory Melly or Lost Vein Melly, because he's an LR character. Yep. Before I choose Melly, I need to go to your storage. I do. Because do you have the LR box? I'm going to try to ignore what I see on screen. So I'm going to skip it in the video. But because I don't want to actually look at his storage right now. I just want to see if he has the LR coin. Or actually, no, better way to do it. Let me go to here over here. Do you have the LR thing? Are you done with your jump box? You are. So you should have it. You should have the box. It's this one, right? The Light and Darkness box? Yes. So you should have this, and if you don't have it, wait, does it say you own it? No, it doesn't. So you probably used it already? I'm assuming you used it, but I'm gonna look through your storage slightly to see if you did. I'm not gonna look at the screen though. Okay, I looked through it a little bit. I skipped it in the video, but he does not have the boxes, so he already used it, which means he used it for Brunhild or Cusack. I'm imagining Cusack because Cusack was not in the guaranteed LR selection or something like that. I don't know. That's my guess. But okay, with that information, that you already used the light and dark boxes, I'm 100% going to, I clicked on storage on accident. Still, I'm not looking at it. I'm 100% going to get you Lost Vein, 100%, because that's just CC. And then you can LR him in the future. And then with that 1 coin, give that to Hell. That's going to happen. I don't care. And then with these, you don't have all the characters in this box, which is all the 7 Deadly Sins. You're missing a bunch of them, to be honest. You can buy 4, but it's not worth it. That's definitely not worth it. I wouldn't even recommend it. What is this? Oh, the other sins. Okay, yeah. Like, you're missing a few of these characters, but they're just not worth it. You'll be fine. Other than that, though, all these other characters gotta get their ults. I don't know what the fuck you're saving for. It's a stupid idea. I'm doing it, so... You got 2 new characters. Boom. Boom. Your CC went up by like 10,000 because they both have 5,000 apiece, basically. 5,000 on Lost Vein, and then 5,000 on Margaret. Almost 6,000. So you went up 11,000 CC for using your fucking materials, and then I'm going to bulk upgrade the rest of your characters. Your ultimate move is the most important thing in the game. Do not save these coins. Don't care. Use them. You're never going to use them. And then what? Your CC, you just got 400 GP, and your CC was 5.010. So what is it now? What's your CC now? 5.120. Your CC just went up 100,000. You just gained 100,000 CC for doing the right thing. It's that easy, bro. You're never gonna use those coins. Stop saving them. The fuck are we doing in 2025? Okay, moving on. That actually hurt my head. I think that about sums up all of your Holy Relic stuff, for sure. Oh, not Holy Relic, your box. So let's go ahead and go back to the rubric, because it's been a while. Your CC for time played, 5 mil. It's a lot less than I expected it to be, but not by much. It's only 2 mil. It could be better, it could be worse. But for CC, I'm gonna go ahead and give you like a 5. Because 5 mil, why not? And then for your units, I'm gonna give you a low score because the fact that you had that many coins in spare is stupid to me. And yes, if you're upset that I used all your coins, I don't know why you would be. They have no purpose. It is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and give you, I gotta give you like a lower score, unfortunately. A 5 would be sensible though, because your gear is fine. The units you prioritize is solid for the most part. You just need to prioritize better units at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a 5 for units as well. That makes sense to me, honestly. And then you don't have Beatrice because I didn't even see a single ReZero character on your roster. But just to be sure, because you started in King of DM, obviously, so you wouldn't have most of the collabs except for like the ones that came out this year. Duh. So let's just double check, just to make sure you're not lying. Even though I know you're not, I'm just curious. I just want to see it with my own eyes. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay. Damn, you didn't even get the Konosuba's. That's tough. But okay, that makes sense. No Beatrice, so that's a 0 there. And then now we can, actually I guess we can go ahead and mark off Constellation as well. Where are you? Like the 3rd one? So you're in the 4th one. You just got there. That's good. So let's put you 4 points for your Constellation. And then now we can move on to your teams. So let's see what's going on here. He did tell me that his teams are in like French. So unfortunately I do not speak French. So I'm gonna make do with what I can with what the units I see. So let's go ahead and push through and see what's going on here. We got Tristan. Yep, that's a 4 Knights team. Makes sense. Your human team, sure. That's a team that works. Because you don't have darkness. That's fine. Demons, yes, that's perfectly fine. I would rather use Cusack instead of Gelda. That's a little better for Tristan's purpose. But, you know, it's fine. Your fairy team is terrible unless you LR Hauser. Not Hauser, what the hell? If you want to LR Helbram, and then Elaine just has no purpose being here. But you don't have like any of the good fairies. So, like, genuinely speaking, your fairy team is just kind of mid. It is what it is, though. The fairies as a race is mid, so GG's. The Ragnarok comp, yeah, it works, sorta. Skull, Brunhild, and, you know, this. You don't have hell, do you? I don't think I saw the green one. Let me just double check. I'm pretty... Oh, you do. Nigga, what? Nigga, use hell. What the fuck are we doing? Yeah, easily better. Easily better. Sigurd, sure. You can keep him back there. Nothing wrong with that. Or Camilla. Camilla would be technically better, but it's fine. Sigurd works. Even though he's only working. It's fine. Whatever. Unknown team is terrible. I don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest. Sure. Goddesses, yes, that's a team. Actually, I lied. Elot doesn't work with this team. You need... I mean, I get it. You want to make sure they have the goddess tag. But realistically, Nanashi would be a better subslot than Elot. Because there is no buffs that's going to max out her passive. The only buff on his team is Aqua's 1 buff, and she can only do it to 3 people. So you're not even getting half of her passive. So yeah, Elate is just not it. Sin team, sure. That is a Sin team. Need to build Gother for sure. DK team. For team A, yeah, I could see it for team A. Because Cusack should just be able to one-turn it in any regard. I don't even think it matters what demons you use. As long as Cusack's on the team, he should just be able to one-tap it for team A. But there is a better comp than this, and that's using Blue Chandler instead of Sigurd, and then using God Melee instead of Blue Assault Melee, which you do have. So honestly, yes, replace Melee for this, and then use, I would say Blue Chandler, but you have him at level 1, so that's really unrealistic for you to be able to switch him out. But this team is infinitely better with God Melee. If you had Blue Chandler build, I would say you switch out Sigurd for Chandler, but no, you don't. Which is okay. And honestly, I'd also say make this your B team. This will be way better as a B team, but it is what it is. It does one-shot the first phase, don't get me wrong. But the second team is also kind of like, It's annoying. It can be. So what's your team B? That the fuck is that? No. Absolutely not. Or actually, okay, here. Let's do this for you. This is going to be your team A. You're going to use Tristan. Tristan, God Melee, Cusack, and Gelda. They one-turn it all the time, all day, every day. That's the easiest way to do it of all time. And then your second team is going to be Baldur, Gother, Freyr, and Nanashi. You're just going to have a Baldur comp, and then Baldur's just going to no-div it. That's the best team for you. So build these characters for your demon team. Easy. Easy clear of all time. Completely no-diffed. Run this shit. Gold farm. No. No. Just no. If you saw my last video, you would know this is a very slow team. This team is abysmally slow. You have a talent, and then you have an AoE that's super long, you have an AoE that's super long, and you have 2 AoEs that's super long. This is a terrible gold farm team. Like, at this rate, you'd be better off using Brunhild or something. But I mean, yeah, you just started this year, so your choices are very minimal. But at the very least, Tristan sucks dick. Like, he is a terrible gold farm character. You need someone without a talent. Someone without a talent would be way better. Do you have Mael? You do. Honestly, I'd recommend you just use Light Mael. I don't know, bro. I don't know. You don't have the characters that gold farm, so you're just gonna have to make do with what you got. Vert, no idea what that means. Belmoth? Gotta be Belmoth, and it looks fine to me. Actually, I don't think Merlin can hit Belmoth. Yeah, he evades range attacks. Why is Merlin here? I don't know, bro. Ratatisker? Yeah. What? Wait, no. Whoa, no. Hell no. What? No, nigga. What? What the fuck is this? No, no 2 DPS. You need LR Liz. You have LR Liz. Get LR Liz. What are we doing? I don't know why we're using Demon King. That's your team right there. Right there. Yep. Don't know how the fuck you're using him. Surf? No idea. Not a clue. I'm assuming Deer, because Jormungandr's here. But sure, that's a team. Yeah, he's not doing 4-4, but that's a team, nonetheless. Giant team, I don't remember Brunhild being a giant, but hey, I guess we could just make anyone a giant these days. And then, yeah, okay. So the teams are interesting. Not great, but not good either. What about your human? Yep, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Great Even's fine, okay. No Crimson. Belmont's fine. OG? Oh, hell no. That's fine, though. Tristan kind of noticed it. You'll be fine. You have the Blue Freyr Endure comp. I like that. I like that. Your CC's terrible, though. So you're probably just doing, like, Extreme or some shit. But no, this is a good team. Oh, okay. My monitor just cut off for a second. That was interesting. Alright, let's see here. And then your PvP team is 4 knights. Okay. Could be worse. Alright, let's... Your teams overall are pretty solid. Nothing completely wrong with them, but there are some outdated, outlandish ones in there. But they're not horrible. They're not crazy horrible. So I'm going to give you like a 7 for teams. Nothing wrong with that. Those teams are pretty standard or solid in one way or another. But I did fix a few, so, you know, it is what it is. And then also you got to take into account of his pool of characters, right? He doesn't have LR Hauser, he doesn't have LR Bond, he doesn't have Maeve, he doesn't have Lost Vein Melly, he doesn't have... I mean, he has Brunhild, but I still don't think she's fast. Is she faster than fucking demons? Fuck yeah. Honestly. He's better off using that, but he doesn't have Sabonite build, he doesn't have Hell build, so I mean, like, yeah, he can only do so much. So yeah, I'll give you a 7. And then now we can slide over to PvP. And let's see. Gold 2. Okay. I like that. So you get 3 points over here for gold being gold 2. That's good. And then champ 5, right? Okay, cool. So you get 8 points for PvP. That's a good little boost for you, because not a lot of people do geared. I'm telling you. I get it. Geared is useless as fuck. But when it comes to this random ass Rubik that I arbitrarily made, you're gonna want to do geared. And it makes a lot of sense that you would be doing it. And then I guess we can just slide over to storage. Yeah, now I can actually look at it and see what's going on here. And so far, yikes, why are we hoarding enhanced materials? Use that, use that. And then everything else is pretty standard, pretty safe. Nothing insanely popping out right now. You have a decent amount of mats for what you're doing. Yeah, your storage is pretty good, honestly. Nothing crazy about it. Which is technically a good thing. Because remember, the less the better. Because there's no reason for you to be hoarding shit when you're also in the mindset of, I need to improve my box CC. Like, no, nigga, why are we hoarding? So yeah, technically your box is good, or your storage is good so far. No one cares about food, but that's the thing. Your one use is empty. Yeah, I did take a look at that already. I would recommend using these keys for, you know, SSR business and stuff like that. But yeah, do it at your own pace. And then miscellaneous is completely useless. Like, there's nothing good in miscellaneous. So honestly, your storage isn't bad. I wouldn't give you a 10, but it's a high score. So I'm gonna probably give you like a 8. I can give you 8 for storage. Duly because, you know, having less storage is just the way to go if you want to get points with me. And it just makes the most sense that way. So now we're gonna go into the miscellaneous category, which if you don't remember, that is the stuff that he wanted help with specifically. So going down this list, he wanted to know if he should choose Meliodas or Eliodas or Thor for his Tristan banner. So how close are you on Tristan? Oh, you're 1 multi off. Okay. So honestly speaking, I'm gonna say choose Thor. The reason I say choose Thor is because Thor has way more use case in PvE activities. Okay, let me get off of this screen because he too loud. Oh, well, never mind then. Screw you. But yeah, Thor has way more use case in PvE than Eliodas does. Eliodas is cool for the Goddess team, but you have Mael and you have Aqua. That's the better Goddess team than Eliodas would ever be. On top of this, the end of year banner is coming. After like 2 banners or 1 or 2 banners, we're gonna get the end of year banner, and that's guaranteed going to be a Meliodas variant. So Eliodas at that point will be outdated. Therefore, you don't need her or don't need them as much as you would think. So yes, choose Thor. 100% choose Thor. That's gonna be your guaranteed pick right there. Choose Thor, and then you have to farm the Demon King. I did make your Demon King teams. These 2 at the very end. You have to like implement them over, but your Demon King teams are here. This is your team A. This is your team B. That's just build these characters. So I think if you want to do DK battle, your priority would be to do these 4. That being said, though, the Demon King battle is not worth it. You're at 5 mil, bro. You need to be grinding everything else. You do not need to be TAing characters. You still need 90% of the LRs. So don't even do Demon King. You can do it, don't get me wrong, for the weekly, and, you know, just hoarding the boxes, that's something that's understandable. To hoard those boxes until you get to the point where you have every LR, because you should not in any scenario be prioritizing True Awakening. You need to get all the LRs first. The only LRs that you don't need are, you know, the Hauser, the Gil Thunder, the Greenmore, unless you want Hauser to get the best gold team in the game. You don't need to be doing TA. You're doing that way too early, because now you're just wasting LR coins when you should be focusing on box easy. Do not TA. Don't even do Demon King battle unless it's your weekly, and then get your LRs. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Do what you want, not your father. But realistically, if you're TAing people before you have everyone LR, you're wasting time and you're wasting coins. It's just that simple. So there's your teams for Demon King, and then Demonic Beast battle. We didn't really look at your teams over there, outside of the ones in your team thing. But let's go ahead and check and see what your teams are looking like. That's a team of all time. I don't even know if this will work for floor 4. I doubt it. I'm gonna give you my OG team for floor 4 because older is better. I don't care. I don't use the new garbage. I don't really give a fuck. Do you have Trader Melly? You do. So Trader Melly, do you have? You don't have Xion, unfortunately, but you do have Thor. So, or you will have Thor. So yeah, your team's gonna look like Trader Melly, Thor, Magelda, and then you can kind of insert a character for the last slot, or you can do Thor, Lolly Merlin, Beru, and Magelda. That's gonna be your actual thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that for you real quick. It's gonna be Merlin, it's gonna be Beru, it's gonna be Magelda. This is gonna be your bird floor 14, and then you're gonna run Thor when you do that multi and get her. So that slot there is for Thor. Then that's gonna be your team. Let me actually move Beru. So yeah, that's your team for Rosvelger, floor 4. Ethanir, that demon team is fucking terrible, I'm gonna be honest. Especially if you're trying to do floor 4. Your actual team, which you do have, you just gotta get them built up, will be Yorm, the green one. You have Tyr, so you need to build him up. And then you have Freyr, so you need to build him up. And then Thor. Yep, this is how important Thor is to account. So you're gonna use Thor for this team, you can use Thor for your bird. The links, you could change them around however you like, but that's gonna be your teams. I didn't want to say that, to be honest, but whatever. But yeah, those are your two teams there. Skull and Hottie is irrelevant. Use whatever you want there, so do what you want. Demon does work with Needhogger. Do I recommend it? No. I recommend the Goddess comp more than anything else. But hey, do what you want, bro. Do what you want. Needhogger is also easy. And then Ratatoskr, yeah, no. We're not running fucking God Melee. Are we slow? No, we're not doing that. You're running LR list like any normal human, and you're clearing us in like 10 minutes. That's your team. So those are your teams for Demonic Beast. So, you know, you have your slots open for where you get Thor. And those should be able to no diff it for the foreseeable future, easily. Those are the meta teams for floor 4, respectively. And then last but not least, a few tips to not overpull in free-to-play. Okay, so when it comes to overpulling, right, here's the thing. If you are a free-to-play, which you aren't, so it's strange that you're mentioning this, but I'm assuming like you're like a budget spender, right? So the tip for free-to-plays, skip the garbage banners. Like, for instance, summon on Tristan. Tristan's a good character. This Elizabeth, skip her completely. Don't switch over to Elizabeth once you're done with Tristan. She's useless as a character. Completely fucking useless. Unless you're a hardcore PvP player, she's useless too. And then the next banner is going to be a step-up banner. Gotta remember that. The next banner is going to be a 272 step-up banner. You are allowed to summon because those are the cheapest banners. But usually those characters aren't going to do much. And usually those characters are PvE centered. Let me get off of this. That screen is so loud to me. But yeah, usually those are PvE characters. So you can skip them. But you're allowed to do the 2 multis. Because you get 30 gem multi. And then the next multi is for 1 gem. Do those 2 multis. If you get lucky, beautiful. If you don't, skip that shit. Only summon on collabs and or festivals. Those are the only banners that matter to you as a free-to-play. Nothing else matters. Because genuinely, none of them are going to help you proceed in your box. The festivals are meta-changing. The festivals are usually going to work in all PvE content. And collabs are meta-defining, if anything. So those are the only people you should summon on as a free-to-play. Period. So when it comes to overpulling, just stop when you get the character that you're looking for, which is the featured character. Don't oversummon for an off-banner unit. Don't oversummon to get dupes. You're free-to-play, bro. You stick in your lane, bro. Quote-unquote free-to-play. Like, stick in your lane. Don't oversummon. That's the best info I can give you as to how to not overpull on a banner. It's real simple shit, to be honest. And then other than that, characters that you need to prioritize, they're already like listed in your teams, in your demonic beast teams. They're already selected. So whatever characters you see on your main team roster that is not built, except for these fucking fairies, because that's terrible. But like, for instance, Green Hell, mandatory. Green Tier, mandatory. Camilla, low-key mandatory. Fuck a lot, we don't care. Gother, 100% mandatory. Your Demon comp, 100% mandatory. Every unit on this team, 100% mandatory. These are irrelevant, to be honest. Matrona is do or die, in a sense. But like, yeah. You will know who's mandatory based on the teams that I made for you. Because once you look at the content, it's like, oh, I don't have this character built, build that character. But Red Freyr seems to be a really good mandatory character for you because he's using a lot of PvE content, but you just don't have him built. You somehow have Blue Freyr built before the red one. Don't know how you did that. But Red Freyr, Green Tier, Green Hell. Those three characters are probably going to be your most prioritized characters at the moment. Because holy hell. So when it comes to miscellaneous, I'd say, yeah, you did was pretty good. I'll give you 4 points because you did have a lot of things you wanted answers for, which I think I did solve all this one go. So 4 points for that. And that'll be the end of the account review. So overall, your points totaled up to 45. That's actually not a bad score. Like, this account isn't horrible. Like, not by any means. This account is actually pretty solid. You just need to prioritize the right characters and then you'll be okay. Because 45 points is pretty good. That puts you in like the top margins, like above average for the scoring. So considering the highest score is 58, 45 is not bad at all. Now, am I being a little bit lenient? Kind of, because you have to understand playtime versus like how much you've accomplished in said playtime. But putting it into perspective that you have 5 mil in less than a year, compared to other players who's been playing since freaking the dawn of time, who are not even at 10 mil yet, I'd say you're making good progress here. So overall, your account's pretty solid, bro. Just prioritize the right shit, and I think you'll have a pretty good future in this game as a whole. So that's gonna be the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, and have a wonderful day.